is going on, Voodies? It is a gorgeous, gorgeous night here in Tampa, Florida. The weather is absolutely perfect. There were some thunderheads rolling around, but I think they moved on. We'll see how it goes. Man, lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. But before we get to our guest tonight, Mr. JJ Layton, man, he is just like the head guru, the top dog, the what do you call it? He is like the guy in charge of all food operations over at St. Joseph's Hospital, Baycare Healthcare. And man, I hate to say you should go check him out because most people are thinking, man, let me go have an operation and shit. But it's not just the rooms; it's the entire package, the guest areas, the cafeterias. I got to tell you, amazing. And the technology, we're going to get to that in a bit. Let's talk about some quick updates. We've got on September 26th, VooDoo Chef Live. We are at the Epicurean Hotel. Log on to voodoochef.live. You can find an entire menu. You can find what we're cooking. It's a little tribute to Hispanic heritage. We're doing a play on boliche, a play on mojo pork. You get some other stuff. 689 Wines. Big shout out to them. Check them out. Some wonderful, wonderful California wines that we're pairing with that night. A little special pair with a tequila 512 and Coaqua coconut water to get the everything rolling. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. Don't forget, of course, we're here every Tuesday night. You've got the stream playing catch up on RHS TV. This will be live. This will be streaming tomorrow night, live tonight. Streaming tomorrow night, 11 p.m. RHS TV. You can go back and watch the replay. See if you can catch yourself in the mix there. Same thing we got every week. Nothing but shenanigans. Florida man, top 3, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if I created one. Who knows? We'll find out real soon. And then, of course, a little bit of trivia action tonight. And remember, I'm back in the mix. Let's see if you can take on the big boy, and let's see if you can win. Who knows? I think we're going to do a giveaway tonight. Maybe we'll do a giveaway instead of the top 3. That's what we'll do. Instead of the top 3, we'll put a little twist on it, and we'll do a little giveaway tonight and see who's going to bring that home. What are we giving away? I don't fucking know. Something real, though. Not like for trivia when there is no prize. There will be a prize. Make sure you let everybody know where you're hanging out right now. Most awesome place there is, Tampa, Florida. And, man, we got some cool surprises coming up. I really want to share, but I really, really can't. One thing that I can share, something that's coming up real soon, something we've been doing now for quite a few years. It's season 3 of VooDoo Underground, and once again, we've taken over the kitchen at the Hillsborough Culinary Academies of Irwin Technical College. We have 8 teams, each using VooDoo Chef sauces and seasonings to create their own unique burgers. They're going to send them to a group of judges to find out who is worthy of taking home the title of VooDoo Underground winner 2025. Let's VooDoo. Man, I've been previewing the episodes 1 through 4 in the can. Done. That means there's only 2 more to go. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be super, super fun to watch. Almost as entertaining as watching Ed eat a sandwich in the green room right now. That is absolutely amazing. Don't know what it is, but fuck, it looks good. But, I really shouldn't joke because I've been getting my cigar ready to light here for about 10 minutes while we're getting ready, just moistening the tip. And I know that's why I'm in here by myself, because there's lots of jokes there, and fuck y'all. But let's start right now. Let's bring in the family, see what's going on before we get this thing well underway. Big Eddie C, what the hell are you eating, my friend?
It's not a sandwich unless you really the definition of it is pretty much fucking fluid. It's basically it's like shitty pizza. I had to try it just because I was really curious from Aldi's.
Do you like
It's
Aldi?
like one of those like the pizzas, even when it's bad, it's still okay.
Oh yeah, no such thing as bad pizza.
No, and then the best part was my wife didn't like it, so that meant I got to eat the whole thing. Fuck yeah.
Right? Right? Let's
Yeah.
see what Nick Knack thinks about that. Nick Knack, what is going on? I really got to fucking stop doing that.
What's happening? What's happening? I was
What's
just waiting for
going
that joke. Thankfully, I just kept talking, so I don't think you picked up on it.
Ed likes Aldi's.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. Goes there all the time.
He's just ignoring it right now.
No, he's
That's not entirely accurate. I didn't go there for the pizza. I went because
everybody
a jug of milk is half the price of a grocery store. So
Where's that at?
Aldi's.
Why don't you get up on Aldi's?
Oh
Sorry.
man.
Sorry, Ed.
Come on, Ed. Come on.
Sorry, bro.
It's had out there for a long time, Ed.
Every fucking time I fall for it.
It was hanging there like Riley Scott in or I should I say Will Ferrell and Step Brothers.
Oh my God. Yep.
Oh man, we got Carl Miller checking in. Big shout out to Carl. Carl's over there at Mission Barbecue. I don't know if he's there right now or not there right now, but he's throwing down. And if you haven't been there, you got to check him out, especially the one over there by AMC Veterans 24, right on Waters and Anderson Road. That's where our man Carl hangs out. When he's not doing Silver and Smoke, he's out there earning that insurance money right there, so that he can make sure and take care of little man who is a big fan of VooDoo. Just so you know, I've got the photos to prove it. So if you stop by there, make sure you tell him hello and tell him. Make sure we got to get like Spider's dad on the wall out there at that mission. Spider's dad, Spider a vet. But we want to get his dad out there on the wall and do the whole thing. So just keep poking Carl. So Carl keep poking us to remind us to actually go out and do it because he's told us we could.
Cool.
Oh, man. Hey, what's going down in school? Anything? In life, not in school. Don't want to talk about work.
Nothing really, man. Just, work all week and spend Saturday and Sunday in the recliner. It's a great time of the year. Hell yeah.
We have a real special guest checking in right now. We have Princess Amelia checking in. We got to give her a big shout out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got to give her a big shout out. She's one of our faves. And we got to remember, Florida Man has switched to the 8:15 hour there, Timothy Keelik. So, watch at your own risk there. Amelia says, Tim, she's typing on your thing here. Tim just started to dance. You keep dancing there, princess. And,
Wow.
thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Nick Knack, what's going on? What's new? What you know good?
Not a ton right now. I mean, like it said, football came back, so that was a nice Sunday to feed up after got done with some Cub Scout stuff and just watching the games. Jets almost pulled out a win. I got really excited, and then I got let down. So
Only 16 more weeks of it.
true. Well, I mean, I will say, I mean, their star cornerback came out to the media, I think yesterday or maybe today, saying that defense is not used to watching the offense score that much. So he's essentially saying that the defense let the team down. Wasn't the offense's fault this time because they were putting up 30-something points, which hasn't happened that often in the past 10 years.
It was a big weekend for Tampa football teams, man. Big weekend.
Yeah, Bulls are now on the chart.
Are we on the chart?
What are they, 20, 22, 23?
18.
No? Okay.
So,
That is pretty baller right there.
yeah, I was watching that game like thinking, oh, I wasn't really thinking they got much of a chance. But
Right.
the game's going on and they're hanging with it, and and the Gators got that last score. I'm singing fucking Frankie Valli in my head, so close and yet so far. But they get the ball back. Florida totally fucks up their last drive. I mean, takes a whopping 20 seconds off the clock. So I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. And what do? First 2 plays, pass interference, and then a dude spits on another one. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You just gave them 30 yards. So at that point, it was just kind of, dither and twiddle and dink and dunk. And then, like, you put the fucking son of a Super Bowl winning kicker up there to win the game. Like, holy shit, man. I thought I was hammered, but I wasn't. I hadn't started. So
I definitely missed that part. I didn't know that somebody else did on another player other than NFL, of course.
Yeah, and that was one of the first things they said was like, didn't you learn anything from Thursday night? Like, I guess maybe figured, well, the guy got thrown out and the Eagles still won. Yeah, because they're the Eagles. And you're not.
Eagles.
So I'm going to tell you, I saw something today that really disturbed me. I read an article, and they said that they believe that the United States has long ago reached peak alcohol consumption because it's been declining. I'm thinking, well, it's not because people aren't enjoying booze. They're just antisocial, so they sit home and get after THC products and take pills.
They're drinking that fucking seltzer bubbly crap.
No, I decided I'm making my own damn hat, motherfuckers. There. Make America drink again.
Please.
Jeez.
Please.
What's wrong with these fucking children? Another reason to say, well, I don't understand millennials, which really means
I hate millennials.
Yeah, fuck them. Like, y'all are responsible for me having to pay more for beer because you shitbirds don't consume. God.
Oh, man. Pat, can you remove the extra me on the bottom?
Yes, I got you.
I can't remove it.
I can't.
All right, watch this. Oh, well, fuck it. I don't know what to do.
I can change the name. That's about it.
Well, let's see if we can just get rid of the X. But that might a little bit. Nope. Oh well.
You got technical difficulties over there?
Yeah, we got technical difficulties over here, Ed. Oh. And I know how to fix it. Right like this.
Kick yourself out and come back in.
Don't go anywhere. Whiskey lovers know how critical temperature variations are to aging whiskey. Blue Note Bourbon is crafted in Memphis, Tennessee, where it is aged in their warehouses located just east of the Mississippi River. And based on its fruity vanilla flavor with smooth oak finish, the unique microclimate of the region with high humidity and steady temperature adds up to create the perfect place for aging. Head down to the crossroads and jump into a juke joint and enjoy every bluesy note of the official bourbon of the VooDoo Chef, Blue Note Bourbon.
In my opinion, Tampa Bay better listen up. VooDoo Chef is here, he's about to disrupt. He'll taste it all, give his honest critique. No sugar-coated words, he's the one they seek.
What's going on, Voodies? You know, I love macarons. And Shay Sweets, my girl Shay Daniels, makes the absolute best. I want you to check out this drop-off today. Red, white, and blue. Not only all-American, but oh my God, this one is called Nostalgia. That is a bomb pop. An old school bomb pop right off the ice cream truck. You've got the colors, you've got the flavors. You've got red, white, and blue. You've got lime, you've got cherry, and you've got blue raspberry. In my opinion, these are the best. Oh my God, that's nostalgia. Get you some Shay Sweets.
sunshine states, where the swamps are wild and the gators wait. There's a game show crazier than you ever seen. It's called Florida Man, y'all the ultimate scene. Contestants line up, chance to win some cash, but it ain't no ordinary quiz. This ain't no flash. News headlines flashing on the big screen, guessing true or false, fighting for the dream. Florida Man, yeah, he's headlining the show. True or false, y'all, which way will you go? Florida Man, he's got tales beyond belief. Try to guess, but there's no relief, no relief, no relief.
Oh, look, how'd I get there?
Hey, look at that. We're moving around here.
Yeah, what the little switcheroo action there, keeping everybody on their toes.
Just seeing who's paying attention. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Yep, gotta keep them alert. Fuck yeah.
Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Look at that. Oof.
Oh, wow,
Wow, I figured that out pretty quickly. Happy with myself here.
that's some wizardry right there, man. Holy shit, man.
A little bit of magic working here. A little bit of magic.
Harry Patrick Potter.
I don't know how I did that. I'm glad I didn't fuck that up.
Very nice.
It's, still working there, it looks like.
I don't know how many fucking things we're gonna have in here. Is the echo at least on? Nope. Ronnie, hey, check
Hi, Ronnie.
Ronnie, what's going on?
Okay, there we go.
Ronnie, you want to come in and give us some updates? I'd be happy to bring you in. You just let me know as I'm trying to figure out this echo. It's gonna fucking beat me.
Oh, there it stopped.
Did it stop?
Yeah, on my end, I don't
Yeah,
hear
it stopped on my end too, Eric. I went into your mic settings. I turned on echo cancellation.
Yeah, I turned them both off. And
No, I turned them on
still
and it
hear
stopped.
it, but
Oh.
it's all good. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, fuck it, I still hear it. Oh well. Hey, Ronnie, we're gonna put an invite in the little chat bar there, and if you want to jump in, Ronnie, just go ahead and click on that, and we'll bring in because I'd love to get some updates on what's going on. I know I read that we might be moving Q for Cure, and I'd love to share that out and let everybody know what the haps are. I would absolutely like. Hey, is that chat thing new on the right hand side of the screen? I've never seen that.
I think so. I just texted you before about that. Let's make sure that I wasn't just seeing things over here. It's like, why do I see one comment down there? Now I'm seeing them all.
Yeah,
that's because we turn that off.
I don't know.
Because that's what's going to get us in trouble.
That's very possible.
You mean we're not going to get in trouble on our own? Shit.
There's all kinds of new buttons on this crap. I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
I
Probably
guess
read
now
the pop-up window when you log in.
To play with it and learn, right?
Yeah. So maybe next time read that pop-up window instead of closing out of it like I did too.
I don't know what the hell I did, dude.
I'll try to figure it out. Give me a second. I'm sure it's right in front of my face. I just can't find it.
Well, I closed the window and then opened a new window, so I have a hidden window somewhere, and that's why we got the little bit of delay. Ronnie, I did put that link there. If you just want to click that link right above your last comment, that'll get you into the green room, and we'll bring you right in to give some updates on Q because I'm very interested. And I was actually just telling my wife that I was planning on heading out on Saturday, and then in preparation for the podcast, I'm flipping through the net, and I see that we have a possible move to next month, and that just ruined my weekend there, Ronnie.
No, comments are gone.
They are. I figured it out.
Where's that button?
Literally above all the comments that we currently see on our screens, says show comments on stage. The little radio button. I just turned it off.
It's in a beta test. That's why it's new.
Right.
No.
And we're sitting here going, we can't put anything on screen. We can't put anything on screen. And then presto, like magic, they're
We
listening.
didn't do it, so
Fuck you, we're putting it on screen, bitch.
we did nothing. It took me 5 minutes to figure out how to turn it off.
Don't hate the player.
All right. There we go. Problem solved.
Well, you know what? I was too busy trying to figure out how to get rid of my echo, which I can't. So I might as well go ahead and switch the hat and ask Big Eddie C. Big Eddie C, what are you drinking tonight?
Let's see. The can? You already know. Is that backward? What the fuck?
Nope. That's right.
No,
for
it's
us.
Adderall?
That's right for us.
Oh, okay. Looks like for me it says Adderall Nam. Oh my god.
Had one too many?
I
One's too many and two's not enough. Just remember that.
exactly. You know? What did I think it was Mae West say? I love a martini, but one of the most. 2, I'm under the table, and 3, I'm under the host. Boom! Oh,
I'll see myself out.
yeah, exactly. You folks have a great evening. Oh yes.
I don't think any of us are up to the par. I think we're all getting beat up this week.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's glue in my throat there. Our good buddy Max Gerard checking in. Max has been just like on a whirlwind adventure, and you got to give it up to him. Just living life to its fullest. Max, what's going on, buddy? I am smoking a Brick House double Connecticut tonight, so you should join me sometime, buddy. And I'd love to have you on the podcast to talk about all the updates going on with Nosh and let everybody know where we're at and what the haps are, and let me know when you want to come on. Oh, all right, Big Eddie C. It's time. It's time for a little more, man. We need to play the intro.
Yeah, we did play the intro.
Do it. You know what? Here, maybe.
The echo is back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's an encore.
right.
Yeah. All right. So, story number 1.
Oh, wait. Let's just set the stage one more time. Ready?
We're down in the Sunshine State, where the swamps are wild and the gators wait. There's a game show crazier than you ever seen. It's called Florida Man, y'all the ultimate scene.
All right. It's Florida Man. Big Eddie C's going to read us some Florida Man headlines. Or are they? Could just be some crazy shit that Ed made up. Our job is to determine whether it's true or if it's false. Big Eddie C's going to read 3 headlines. And then it's our job.
Okay.
Write down question number 1, true or false. Question number 2, true or false. And question number 3, true or false. We're going to start right now with question number 1, or statement number 1. Big Eddie C, I pass it off to
Story
you.
number 1. True or false? Well, put it this way. It's true somewhere. 3 Florida men and 1 teen facing for riding horses in Walmart.
I'm going to think that happened somewhere out in South Dakota near Wall Drug. I'm definitely going false.
I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to say false. It happened, just not in Florida.
All right, if anybody's out there playing, let us know what you think, if that's true or false. I guarantee you it is either true or false. Write down question number 1, 2, or 3. Don Hill's checking in saying that's true. It happened in Ruskin. I think he might be speaking from personal experience there. Florida Man through the Wally World. Were they real horses, or was one yellow, one green, and one red?
They were real horses. There is footage of it.
Oh, so now there's footage.
Yes.
That didn't happen in Florida. That's false. That's false, Big Eddie. You're lying to us.
Well, it turns out, after all, this story happened in Louisiana. So, false.
You know what? I hear that's one of the best places to live in Florida, though. Baton Rouge, one of the best cities in Florida to live in.
Oh, yeah. Baton Rouge and Shreveport. Take your pick.
Little West Florida. We're not doing so good here.
Struggling tonight.
We're not. I got a point there. I'm still trying to figure out who Judy Bug is. But you know. All right, Big Eddie. I'm sporting. Pat, did you say true or false? I don't remember. I wasn't even.
I said false. I think you and I agreed. It happened. It's not here.
So basically, we're just beating the shit out of Don right now. All right, Big Eddie, see Florida man number 2. Let's see what the haps are, where we're at.
Okay. All right. Florida man with blue beard arrested for allegedly threatening to blow up an Ulta store.
Wow. So blue hair could exist in Florida. A blue hair could exist. But for some reason, I'm thinking you're talking blue meaning blue beard when you say that.
Yes.
Not that I watch WWE wrestling. You know what? Ironically, I'm going to go true there, Nick Nack. Let us know what you think. We're on question number 2. Bluebeard, Florida man tries to blow up an Ulta store. Don't pretend like you don't know what that is. I'm saying true. Pat?
I'm saying false. It happened in California.
Oh, we got Ronnie coming in with a hard all cap true. Don Hill, false.
So California.
Happened in Temecula, California.
Then again, you also said Ruskin, so I don't know. Not sure if it makes you feel any better.
If he guesses the right place it's at. All right, Big Eddie C. Not a lot of booties in the chat playing along with us tonight. Let's see where we're going here.
They're missing out. So this one, I must have been, I don't know why this shit kept happening, because I do actually put some diligence into scouring for stories. Like I said, there are no more fake ones. It's just, did it happen here or did it somewhere else? The AI ones just sound too fucked up and y'all were getting them right too easily. But this actually happened. But once again, it happened in Louisiana. Look at this fucking guy. Oh my goodness.
Dude, didn't we teach him?
Watch it.
Yeah, that was Fleener about 15 years ago, I think.
Well, he's really cleaned up.
Yeah, exactly.
Fleener had a great post tonight. I said, hey, I'm cooking shrimp tonight. What are you cooking? Pictures of. And Taylor puts up the first picture, and it's him putting out it. And then all of a sudden, Fleener puts up a picture of 2 steaks, and he goes, I overcooked a couple tenderloins tonight. He had to quantify that he knew they were overcooked based on his picture. Oh, Big Eddie, he pounded that 9.0 heavy Indian Pale Ale Florida man.
Well, that is true. What is also true is there may or may not have been a time when Florida man and an earlier iteration was 10.0, because I may or may not have had like 4 or 5 of them at Cigar City when you and William were professional educator were there.
Stop.
Oh no, whatever. That story doesn't get told on here.
No. That story stops when we talk about showing up to the meetings, probably having too many beers before the meeting. And,
yeah, but the best part was our boss was jealous.
Right?
You know,
he was mad jealous. Yeah, but I'm jealous that they modeled the new Buccaneer guy. What's he called? The mascot?
Bucko
Captain
Bruce.
Fear. Yeah, they modeled Captain Fear off of him.
Oh yeah.
if you put his picture up and Captain Fear's picture up, I'm telling you, maybe he had something to do with the design of the costume. And he said he put on a hat and stuff and said, "Make it look like this," and
Yeah.
it looks just like him.
It does. They're right there. They're doppelgangers and shit.
All right, let's power through Florida Man on a melancholy Tuesday night. This echo is just absolutely destroying me. We're going to let JJ do all the talking tonight once we get JJ Layton from St. Joseph's Hospital Baycare Health System in the room. I got lots of questions, so I'll just ask the questions, stop the echo, and he could share a lot.
There's no echo right now, so let's not jinx it. Don't fuck it up.
Let's do Florida Man number 3.
Florida Man number 3. Is it true or is it false? Florida Man called 911 about having phony suicidal thoughts so he could hitch free ride to the next town.
Dude, that's so ingenious. That's so smart. I'm just gonna go for broke here. I'm gonna say that's true. Florida Man, phony thoughts, so he can get escorted via whatever social services to the next town. I'm saying true. Knick-knack. You researching?
Nuh-uh, don't be cheating on this shit. If you're looking, you ain't cooking.
We got Don
deep in thought.
through. I think Pat is either researching or the echo has finally gotten to him and he's trapped in a world of back and forth.
It's like an old 70s psychedelic album for him.
Do we have you there, Nick Mike?
No, his ear things are out.
Yeah, that's technology for you.
Maybe he has implants and he doesn't need them anymore.
You know, we had a student with one of those, however you say the C word implant.
Cochlear.
That C word. Big Eddie C, did we get rid of the echo?
I don't hear any echo from you on my end.
At that. I just had to hook up my mic and now we're good to go. I think we're good to go. I don't know what happened to Nick Knack. We are going to push through this. He'll be back in a second. Florida Man faking some sort of psychosis or psychotic session to hitch a ride through social services or something, ambulatory services. I got true. Don Hill's got true. If we get it right or wrong, we win by default because Pat's not in the room. That's just how it's going to go because we make the rules. Big Eddie C, give us the end of Florida Man here.
Okay, so this last one, I tried. I didn't fool you guys. This was true. He was in Polk County, and he was just trying to get to Tampa.
Of course he was in Polk County, and of course he wanted to come to Tampa, the most beautiful place to be. Come down, visit, give us all your tourist dollars. Go right back home. If you do want to move here,
home, boy.
Baton Rouge is a great place, one of the best places in Florida to live, as is Augusta, Dayton, Ohio.
Mobile,
Yeah, absolutely. And as always, you got to be a true Florida man to be here.
Down in the Sunshine State, where the swamps are wild and the gators wait, there's a game show crazier than you ever seen. It's called Florida Man, y'all the ultimate scene.
As always, big shout out to our buddies over at CCB, Chef Michael Bradley. He's going to be joining us on the podcast here real soon. He's been on vacation, not just the chef of CCB, but also the original drummer of Dishwalla. And I can't wait to get him on. You know I love chefs and you know I love musicians. Ed, who do I hate more than anything?
I don't know. Millennials, I'm going to say.
No, I don't understand millennials and what we mean by that. I hate millennials. But those system driven people who we won't say the E word or T word, but you know who you are. You know. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take care of some business, and we're gonna put a little twist on the top three tonight. So don't go too far. Little twist on top three. Don't go away. No idea what happened. Man, we were just batting zero tonight. Why did that just stop? We are batting zero. I mean, we're playing like the Yankees or somebody. Sorry,
I'll see myself out again. Thanks. So before I don't know what
you know
happened.
what?
Now I know what happened.
Little twist on top three. So if you're out there in the chat land, get ready because we're going to give you a chance to win a bottle of Blue Note bourbon, the private barrel select from the VooDoo Chef, and who knows, maybe a couple other goodies in that box with tonight's top three.
Gotta make a top three about everything I see. From the places I've been to the food I wanna eat. Give me a topic, any topic. I'll give you my decree. The best of the best. It's all about my expertise. Top three. That's how I roll. I'm taking control. From rock to movies, all the way to my favorite TV show. Top three. Ain't nothing better. My picks can be beat. So sit back and listen. 'Cause this is my ultimate feat.
Man, we are light tonight, and that's okay because the people who are here, you're in for a treat. Big Eddie C, I made some pizzas this weekend, and I absolutely love when I make pizza on the Big Green Egg. Now, I'm not going to get out here and sing, all the benefits of the green egg and why I like it, because not everybody likes it, including my lovely wife. She doesn't like the green egg, so we had to make her a little rectangle. I may or may not have put an oven out here in the outdoor kitchen so that while I'm cooking on the egg, we could make her a nice little pizza on the rectangle there. But check this out. So we got a little crust inside my little stolen Pizza Hut pizza pan. And we topped this bad boy all the way down, raw onions, peppers, little sauteed mushrooms in red wine. Put some raw Italian sausage on there, a little bit of ham, some more mozz, and then a little parm on top of that. And then we slid this into the BGE. Now, I really, really, really love cherry wood when I'm making my pizza. It just does something magical to that crust. And I'll start it in the pan, and I'll bake it for a hot minute. And I'm not the 600-degree guy. I'm about a 375. And what we do is we get that thing so it's nice and firm, and then I'll slide it out onto the rack and let that bottom crisp up. I got the convegorator in there, so we're working the big circle. Don't need to get into all the green egg shit. What I want to get into is I want to know what your favorite top 3 pizza toppings are. And if you're out in the chat room, whoever puts the best top 3 pizza toppings in that chat room, we're gonna hook you up with a free bottle of VooDoo Chef Barrel Select Blue Note Bourbon, the official bourbon of the VooDoo Chef. So while we're talking about these, no 3, 2, 1 Eddie C. You just think about it, Pat. Think about your 3, 2, 1. And if you're in that chat room, and I'll tell you what, if you're in the green room, you can write it in the private chat too. We're going to give everybody a chance to win a bottle of Blue Note Bourbon tonight, and along with a couple other prizes. So, Big Eddie C, what are your favorite? Oh, my man. Look at that. My favorite artist. What's going on, big dog? We're talking pizza.
All right, he can't hear. I can.
Well, you ask Lucas what his favorite pizza is.
Let's see.
Cheese.
Pepperoni.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Oh.
One more. Sausage. Pepperoni, bacon, and sausage.
Pepperoni, bacon, and sausage. A meat lover's dream. Man, you were that close. You're what, about 16 years away from being able to win the prize?
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, I can still win, can't I? I'll hold it for him, I promise.
Big Eddie C, what's your top 3 favorite pizza toppings there?
Well, and again, 2 categories. If I'm doing red sauce, sausage, mushrooms, pepperoni. If I'm doing a white base, chicken, black olives, jalapenos.
Oh, you lost.
Yeah, I didn't say fucking pineapple. Yeah,
but you said black olives. Same thing, man. Same thing. Oh, we got JJ checking in from the green room saying banana peppers, anchovies, and zucchini. JJ, I'm going to tell you, I got to be honest. I've never had an anchovy unless it was in Caesar dressing. So you know what? I might take you up on that. Next, we're making Caesar dressing, I think, tomorrow. So I'm going to steal a couple of anchovies and have somebody whip up a nice little crust and make a little pizza. We don't have banana peppers, but we got some reggae bells and we have zucchini. So you know what? I think I'm going to try to remember to put that together tomorrow and give that a whirl.
Wow. Banana peppers. I don't think I ever had them before.
I overheard two of the instructors talking today about food, and I'm like, fuck that, we're not making olive tapenade here. And I hate olives, right? And one instructor laughed and the other one looked up, and the one who's known me for quite a while, he goes, he hates olives, hates them. But he will eat them. Don't let him fool you. He'll taste dishes and all that stuff, but we're not. We got Ronnie K checking in from the green room, who we're going to bring in real quick here in a second. My take, BLT, bacon, spinach, and tomatoes on her pizza. I'm curious, is that a red sauce, a white sauce, or an oil-based sauce? Because I could see that with the white or even a garlic oil, but I'm not putting that on red sauce. That's just me. What's that?
I said she just replied back saying vodka sauce.
Vodka sauce.
That's the bridge. Yeah.
All right, Knick-Knack.
Sure. So my 3, I guess I would have to go with some nice fresh mushrooms, caramelized onions, but then I need the pepperoni, the smaller ones that cup up and get that nice crisp edges and holds all that wonderful fat in there.
Buffaloni, man.
Gotta have all that. Can't be the big. I don't want the big flat round ones now. I want the ones that cup all day.
I was stuck on Ed. I could have swore he said Peppa blow me.
Oh boy, here we go. 4:45.
Was I right?
No, I call it buffaloni. It's buffalo style pepperoni.
Oh, so you know what? That one was on me. My bad. My bad. I like all these pizzas, but just like when EFA was in the room, I'm kind of leaning towards my man Don Hill with that Meat Lover Classic up there with mozzarella, pepperoni, and sausage. You cannot go wrong with that. And Don, I'm going to call it right now. You have my cell phone number. Private message me. We got Kendra checking in. Kendra, what's going on? Of course, Kendra's coming up on a podcast in a couple weeks. But right now, we're talking about Don Hill, who is going to receive a bottle of VooDoo Chef's Blue Note Barrel Select Bourbon. I personally selected this bourbon. It is going to knock your socks off. It is amazingly smooth, amazingly high proofed at 116. And we'll send you a couple other prizes too, Don. You have my cell phone number, Don. Text me your address and we'll figure out how to connect and get that to you. We're gonna jump real quick and bring Ronnie in. Quick special guest right before we get JJ in here, who I have a lot of questions for. Right now, Ronnie K, what's going on? Ronnie, how you been?
I've been better. This week has been, hey guys, this week has been a hell of a weekend for me for sure.
Well, I'm very curious. I was super excited to pop out and hang out. I talked to Big Game last year saying we were going to cook this year, but I'm still not 1,000% to where I think I need to be able to cook.
I'll talk. You got next year.
So
my final go at it next year, so we'll see. So we have to move it. The location called me on Saturday afternoon stating that they do not want me to have it there hosting. They have another event coming in the weekend behind me, and they're like, with all the rain and the water, we don't want the trailers, making mud and stuff in the grass. And for the last week, it's just been one thing after another. They said that they're not going to run power for me because the guy's going to be out that runs the power. We can't park on the grass. And then Saturday morning, it was like, nope, you just absolutely cannot have it here. So 5 days before the event, they X me out. So
Ronnie, am I hearing right? You can't have it there at all, or you can't have it there this weekend?
This weekend, he wants me to reschedule it there and everything, but no, we'll go on. We'll move on. That's a sign to me that it's time to move on.
That's kind of bad business. And if I had all knew the name of the place, I would call them out and tell them that's bad business, but I can't remember it.
No, and we're bigger and better than that. We're going to come out stronger than we were before. I'm not going to do that. But for those who have followed in and have been there for the last 3 years, I've hosted at the same location through hurricanes, floods, everything. We survived it then. We would have survived it now. I'm out there Sunday all day cleaning up. Volunteers help me. There's no trash left behind. Yeah, okay, you guys have trucks and trailers. Sure, there could be little marks and stuff in the grass, but 99.9% of that facility is cleaned up just the way, if not better, than it was when we got it.
Well, that's how our industry works. We always leave things better than when we found it.
You got it.
That's just in our nature, in our blood. And I'm very sorry to hear that, because it is an amazing event.
It's all right. Karma is all I can say. That's why I said we're not going to, slash them or anything like that. We're moving on to bigger and better.
Well, once we get a location and a rescheduled date, I would love to bring you back and announce that to everybody, because I'd love to get out there. I know I want to be there. I was literally telling my wife today that I was going to be out there all day. And then I come online and I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, Saturday was the day from hell for me, for sure, because after that news, my daughter just moved out of the state, so she's up in Tennessee now, but she got in a piece of plywood fell off of another vehicle on 75 and almost completely totaled her vehicle while she was on 75. Yeah. So I had that, then that news with her. It was just one thing after another.
You know what? As long as she's okay, the vehicle can be replaced, right?
That's exactly what I told her. I said that car can be replaced. My kid cannot. So, but yeah, so it was a rough day, but we're going to come back bigger and better, and we're just going to keep moving on.
And that's what we do, right?
You got it. That's why we seize the moment.
We seize the day. Hey, Ronnie, we're going to put all your links in the chat room. We can't say them live on air anymore. We got yelled at for that. But we're definitely going to put them in all the chat rooms, and you can find them on our social medias. But make sure you get over and check out Ronnie. Follow the information we're putting out, and make sure you look her up. We can say your website. What is your website? Where they can find out information and keep up to date?
The website is QforaCure, seizethemoment.org.
And make sure you get in there and make sure when that event pops up, you jump right back in. And if you do want to compete, I know Ronnie's shooting for 60 teams, and I know as of last week, she was still saying, bring them, bring them, bring them. Is Twisted not competing this year?
He's not done too many. I think he signed up for a couple more low, a little bit more closer to him, but not signed up for mine. A couple of guys are not signed up for mine, but even with them not being signed up, for them to reach out and say, man, I'm sorry, this sucks. What can we do? That's when, the barbecue family comes together and stuff. So it was nice. I got a reach out from him and a couple of the other guys that weren't even signed up for it, saying that, they were sorry that, they're behind us and they support us. But, even the people that are not involved for it to affect, this has made a big impact on our community and with barbecue and for the charity. So.
Well, Bearded, if you're listening, I know you watch, hit me up private. Let's get a rescheduled date with Ronnie, and who knows, maybe there might be some way we could do a little Bearded Voodoo thing. Maybe that might be fun.
There you go.
And we could bring in
whatever happens. I want more people coming out to compete. I want more people to come out to participate and just, you guys have seen all the raffle and auction and all the stuff we have. It's not just the barbecue. If you're not a cook team,
it's an event.
Come out and support the event, come out and support the cause. But yeah, we're looking into something a little different. I think it'll be amazing if it happens. So hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have some answers and see if this is going to go forth the way we want to. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about the next venture.
You're pretty determined. I have no doubt it's going to go exactly the way you want. And I'm super excited. Guys, make sure you check her out. And then, Ronnie, once you get a date, make sure you're back.
Will do. Appreciate it.
All you got to do is text me.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Thank
peace
you.
and love. Peace and love to you and my good pal, Jim. Hey, everybody, don't go away. When we come back, we got a good pal, Mr. JJ Layton. I get asked all the time, why Tequila 512? And it would be real easy for me to say it's the 100% blue agave, the locally sourced volcanic spring water, the triple distillation, the 24-hour charcoal filtration. Hell, we could talk about bourbon barrels, the oxygenation process, but at the end of the day, it just tastes damn good. Tequila 512, the official tequila of the VooDoo Chef.
In my opinion, Tampa Bay better listen up. VooDoo Chef is here, he's about to disrupt. He'll taste it all, give his honest critique. No sugar-coated words, he's the one they seek.
What's going on, Voodies? It's a macaron day from Shay Shay Sweets. In my opinion, they're the best they are. I call this one the Hannah Montana. It's the best of both worlds. You've got a macaron from Shay Shay Sweets, and this one is the Tequila 512 macaron. The best of both worlds. Oh my God. Get you some.
In my opinion, Tampa Bay better listen up. VooDoo Chef is here, he's about to.
And now for a little Voodoo Theater. This episode, portraying the role of Bill Workman, professional educator of an A school, will be Chef Humberto Del Campo. Please enjoy Biscuit Day.
Dude, is this real? Is it you? Biscuit!
The Southwest is one of the hottest places in the country, and not just because of the weather, but because of the flavor. And if you're looking flavor of the Southwest, grab yourself a little VooDoo Chef Red and make it all taste amazing. I know you guys really don't understand Voodoo Theater and Biscuit Day, but for me, it's so worth it to watch Big Eddie C laugh in the room because that's such an inside joke, and you're not supposed to do inside jokes, but
I
I
don't
get to
care.
watch it laugh, and that's all that matters. Second week in a row in the little green room, we get to see Ed just laugh at that little bit, and it makes me laugh. What was even more fun is trying to get H to understand what he needed to do.
True statement. I remember that day.
That
Oh man, we got to get professional educator of an online school. What is he now? It's not an online school. How would we define that? He was professional educator of a C school, professional educator of an A school, professional educator of an online school. What exactly is he now?
shit. I got to think about that. Professional
I think
educator. at multiple
maybe
schools.
we promote him to professor, the transient professor of dropout intervention school.
That's a mouthful, but yeah, I'd go with that. That's fairly accurate.
Or we could just go back to the original and call him Red fucking Rage.
Oh yeah, the Ginger
Red
Ninja.
Rage. Oh God, Red Rage too. We're gonna have to do a Red Rage fucking Voodoo Theater.
Oh my God.
Sean Fleener says he hates when he forgets what day it is, and so do I, because you may or may not missed Voodoo Chef Private Barrel Select Blue Note Bourbon giveaway just about 15 minutes ago, and that's a little too bad, Fleener, because you might had won. You might had won. But the reality is, right now we all win because I met this cat, man, few years back. And, back when I was loopy on Gabby Penton's and not really in a right headspace, been to his establishment a couple times, not to eat the food, but, to get a little treatment. But the more and more I talk to this dude, the more and more I just absolutely love everything he stands for. I love his knowledge about what he's doing. I love his care and pride for what he does. And maybe to a fault, because I told him one time, I said, dude, you losing weight? And he's like, I'm trying. I'm like, dude, you're looking good. And like about an hour later, I'm like, dude, I'm really impressed. You're really looking good. He looks at me and goes, dude, I'm married. And I'm like, that's okay. So am I. Dude, I'm proud of what you got going on, man. And more importantly, I'm so excited with what's going on over at St. Joseph's Hospital. Somebody I hope that I can now call my friend, Chef JJ Layton. JJ, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey.
What's happening, Chef?
You even look better tonight than ever before, buddy.
I tried to put on my makeup for you. I had to look good today.
Dude, we ask people to fill out a little quick howdy do about themselves. And I got to know some fun facts that I'm going to tackle quick before we even talk about where you work, because I want people to know you first. I said, what's your favorite food? And you said noodle soups. And, if you really know me, I just really stopped reading right there. And I'm like, dude, you like putting chicken noodle soup in the fucking favorite food category. But then when I went back and read it, the funkier, the better. Tell me what noodle soups you're digging on and define funky.
Well, definitely, I've been hitting really pretty hard on the Korean and Vietnamese vibe here lately. A lot of fermented crab, a lot of really funky mushrooms, a lot of flavors that I'm sure the rest of my family doesn't enjoy quite as much as I do. But definitely some things that question mark of, is it drain cleaner or is it a hot bowl of soup? And you're not too sure, but you give it a shot anyway.
Holy, you're a braver man than me. I eat like I'm going to hang out at the bar every night. That's what I want. I want nachos. So my kid brought me home some noodles the other night, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know what they were. She just said it was shrimp and noodles. Holy moly, it was fire, dude. It was insane. It was so good. So when I went back and read your list, I'm like, I'm thinking you can hang out with my kid and you guys can just go try all this crazy food. Where would you go to get your funky noodle soups?
There's a little place over here in Riverview. God, I think it's Pho number 10, or I forget the exact name of it, but it's over here off of 301, and they always do a really good job. And all the hot sauce, all the sambal you want. So it's a good place for me to go to.
Ooh. You know what? I might be out that way tomorrow. I might text you and say, all right, tell me the name of that place, because I've got to make a trip out to anything past downtown is Casa Carajo for me, because I live in Oldsmar. So if I'm going to be that close, I might hit you up tomorrow and say, tell me about that and where it is. And of course, we are talking to Chef JJ Layton, chef extraordinaire over at St. Joe's, and I can't say that enough because I'm old school thinking that you're using that hot chill method I'm old, from back in the day when my boy Carl Waite was running healthcare, food service out there, and it's nothing like that now. You guys are state of the art. You're absolutely amazing. Give us a little touch into what I like to call the insurance job, where you spend your day to make sure that your family's taken care of.
Well, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's a unique situation. Our customers, our guests, many of them didn't really choose to be there that day. So the one thing they can control, having their meal, is the one thing that they can exercise a lot of choice over. But they're there because they need healthcare. They're there not because they can have the double bacon cheeseburger and the chocolate cake. As much as we want to give that to them, it makes it a little challenging. Good or bad, I think everybody, even us included on this call here, we all eat a couple times a day. Some of us more than others, and we all think we do a good job at it, but we don't. That's why we usually end up in those places. So it can be a little challenging on that front, but it also allows us to really connect to people. That as our patients come in, as our coworkers come in, we're able to really connect with food, much like you do at any other hospitality establishment, that you're able to really kind of find those pieces where you can have a moment, no matter how long or short it is. And it's really great.
When you mention the hospitality industry, if you're in the commercial segment rather than the institutional, people, like you said, they choose to go there and they choose to go get food and go get service, so we have to deliver. In your world, your words, they don't choose to be there. So when you can wow them and impress them with that food and service, like you say, make their day, God, that's got to just feel so amazing. Because it's probably
it really is. It really is. It really is, especially whenever it is the small, simple requests. And a lot of it, like any of us, they just want to be heard. People, you want to be able to go in and help them out however you can. And they just want to be recognized as a person, especially in the digital age we live today. They just want to connect. And so we're able to do that over a hot plate of food, and it's a great thing.
Again, unfortunately, I didn't get to come on the tour when we sent all the peeps out there. But nobody spoke about any other of our field trips like they did about your place, how amazing it was, the food, just top to bottom, start to finish. And then we got to bring the food truck out and share with your people. Dude, you guys are a class act. Your team is top notch. The way they communicate, the way they talk, the way they appreciate and respect, and you could see that in your staff. And that just all reports back to you and the job you do. So hats off to that, man. I'm thoroughly impressed. Your kitchen, I'm sure, would have impressed me. The food would have impressed me. But what was more impressive was your staff, because that's a direct reflection on you. So, man, hats off, brother, truly. And yes, I know.
Well, thank you. It's very much a very caring department. You have to be passionate, especially in, like you said, the non-com section and healthcare on top of that. The reality of where we work is that not everybody that comes into our place leaves our place. And so some of those day-to-day stresses, they kind of fall to the wayside whenever you're able to pause for a moment and for Many of our patients, it's their last meal they have in the hospital where they leave and get better. For some, it's the last meal ever, and that's a little sombering whenever you can kind of think about it in those regards. But we get to be part of it, which is fantastic.
Do you feel those touches, like, not to hit that side, but I'm curious, do you get to realize those moments? Do you really, like, when somebody comes in, can you feel that, like, that heavy loss, that burden they're carrying?
Yeah, I mean, we can. We definitely. You can, as much as you read the room in any place, and kind of, I think having that empathetic ability that naturally we all do as people persons. We're in the industry of people. Regardless of who the person is, we're all here because we love to make connections. We're all here because we love to make a difference, and how we choose to do it is how, like everybody does, through a plate of food. Through providing a service and giving them something to help make them smile and just kind of lift the spirits.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, with that attitude, the things you just said, you're like, I don't have enough kind words, because I wish more people could articulate what you just said, because I believe in our industry as a whole, not healthcare, not just the commercial side, though, as a whole. We're losing that hospitality feel. We're losing that feeling of empathy. We're losing that feeling of wanting to celebrate with others. And we're finding, in my opinion, through the generation of social media, #addicted to TikTok, and Food Network, where I believe people are becoming more enamored with the idea of being in our industry, rather than understanding what it truly means to be in the hospitality industry. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Oh, definitely. It's a tough go. I mean, I cut my teeth in quick service dining, did fine dining, went through all those kind of gamuts. And as you guys know, it's long days, long nights, a lot of sweat and tears, a lot of hard work, but you do it because you love it. Usually, I tell people, if there's anything else you can do, go do it. I didn't have that luxury, in the fact that once I found this industry, I knew it. I clicked. I was like, these are my people. This is where I belong. But once you find your group, once you find your tribe, I don't think the kids call it that anymore. Once you find your people, though, then you're good. You're like, okay, this is it. I fit in. All of these other crazy yahoos I'm with, they're my yahoos. This is fantastic.
This couldn't even been more scripted, dude. I just, oh man, I'm getting so excited. I got cigar everywhere. You saying so many amazing things. You said, if you can find anything else to do, go do it. Right? I use that line all the time. Well, I don't know if I want to do this or something else. You want to do something else. If you're not happy doing something else, maybe come back. But try to think of 4 or 5 other something else's first. Because if you don't know this is for you, it's definitely not for you. And you've got to have just, I mean, quite honestly, you got to be quite stupid to want to do this for a living. Because we do work long hours. We do work for little to no pay. And you do it for a long time, until you can get to that pinnacle where you can say, man, it was all worth it. And you got to have a lot of self-belief and a lot of, stick with itness to be able to do it. But I guess we could truly say that about most professions if we really wanted to. But I don't believe other professions are quite as demanding as ours, being in that direct people industry. And in your line, buddy, tough.
Definitely. I mean, in our industry, as we all know, the tolerance for failure or tardiness is 0 to none. That what we do has those direct impacts in the moment, at the moment, and those memories are held forever. If, Todd from finance is 3 days late on his business report, big deal.
Right.
If the fish dish for table 52 doesn't show up with the rest of the party, that could be you're behind. That you're done. You're over with. The investors are out and you're pulled and it's gone. It is only as good as your last meal, only as good as your last good thing.
And screw you, Todd, in finance.
Your GPS report. Yeah.
We got to give a big shout out to my man Chemo Gray checking in. Chemo, of course, the co-host of Tracks When Music Didn't Suck with me. Make sure you can check that out on the YouTube channel too. Big shout out to our man Chemo. JJ, I learned something interesting about you. You're a Florida Gator.
Oh, it was a rough weekend. Yes, I am.
Well, I got to tell you, I was cheering for USF and Chemo popping in the room. Chemo was at the game as a USF side of the field, but that isn't why I was bringing that up. Dude, I'm a huge fan of music, and you were in the marching band. What did you
Yes,
play?
I was.
Tell me what
I
you
played the trumpet. I played the trumpet. I was in the class, and I was marching there in '99. So the end of the last century, quite a while ago. But a fantastic experience, a huge, a very fun way to be part of the music program and the sports program there.
So my pause wasn't to figure out how old you were. I suck with numbers, and I had to think when my brother graduated to see if you were close, and you were nowhere close, 16 years apart. My brother was Albert the Alligator when he was in school there. So
pretty cool.
He too got to experience from a different perspective. Tell me how music and marching band help you in food service, because I got to believe there's some correlation that ties over that help you transition or help you assimilate and just become better at what you do.
Oh, well, definitely. I think music is unfortunately an unrecognized language that as people talk about the world and skill sets that folks have, whether it be physical music, vocal instruments, whatever it might be, my family is a very musical family. My father was is a band director, but
Local?
with music, up in Jacksonville. So he did a lot of stuff with junior highs and now does stuff with a community band. Very, very involved in the community. But it's just fantastic, the fact that you're able to take dots on a page and create feeling. The fact that if you are doing anything that is improvisational, whether it be solos or jazz ensembles or anything of that nature, that you're just creating. It's a creative outlet that you're expressing yourself. So definitely that transferred over into the hospitality industry as I went from creating music with an instrument to creating plates with ingredients. So really that kind of matrix effect where you can kind of see all the components and then piece them together however they fit and however they change.
And I love
with the band
together, because you're playing with how many other people on that field at one time?
Oh, quite a few. Usually it was with the marching band, it was around 400.
Oh, damn.
It's a lot of moving parts.
And wow. you gotta know what you're doing. You got to know what your group's doing. Then you got to know what the big group's doing, and you got to be able to manage it all at the same time. And how often do we say in the kitchen, it's like an orchestra. We all have to be on the same page at the same time, know what each other's doing in order to make the music happen. And it's kind of similar. And that's what made me think about that. How many trumpets were in the horn sec and the trumpets alone with you?
I think there was either around 25 or 30.
Holy cow.
Damn.
That's insane. Now you ready for the hard question? And somebody had to know this. Somebody had to know this is coming. I bet Chemo's over there going, please don't ask. When do we get to have you play trumpet in our band? We will definitely learn some ska. We'll learn some fucking notes, and we'll bring you over to play with us. Because my drummer, he's a trumpet player. I don't remember what Chemo played. I'd have to guess sax because he plays fucking everything. But the drummer of my original band, he was the trumpet player. Chemo was in the marching band. We were all in the jazz band. I just hung out. I didn't play that. But I'm serious about that. I'd love to get you over playing horn. Our singer played sax. Definitely, it's going to happen. I promise.
Oh, we'll have to see. I haven't picked up a horn in a while, but maybe I'll dust it off.
That's all right. We just turn up real loud and open and hang out. Eddie plays bass.
Oh, that sounds like my cup of tea. That's good right there.
Dude, what's the hardest part about the hospital?
Having to tell people no. Really having to well, I mean, it really is trying to help these people, the patients that didn't choose to be there, the people that didn't necessarily choose to come in, and that in their mind it might be a simple question or a simple ask, and for reasons that are out of their control, or like, I'm sorry, I can't do that, or no, I know it may seem like a simple request, or that's not the diet, that the prescription that you're on. That's the one that probably really sticks the most, because we're not here to tell people no. We want to tell everybody yes. Right. We want to tell everybody yes every way we can, but at the end of the day, you know, especially in the hospital, in our hospital, you know, it's therapeutic nutrition. It's prescribed medicine. It's not just a hamburger. It is a prescription, and so with that, it has a little bit higher of a pedigree of seriousness.
Now, you mentioned working in the commercial sector. How much more difficult is it to work on your end of the world? I've seen some cool kitchens, dude. If you've never seen the kitchen at Busch Gardens where they feed the animals, they have a separate kitchen. They have actual recipes that they put together to feed the animals. It's very, very cool. But in your world, kind of, you know, you're following the same prescriptions. Like you said, recipes become prescriptions. How much more challenging is that as a chef, because you want to be creative, but now you kind of stifle? Do you lose that creativity?
No, you just really can't lean on the crutch of the French diet or the American diet of butter and salt. That it really is using a lot of acids, a lot of herbs, a lot of spices, textural contrast and cooking techniques. That a lot of that is where it really comes into it, where you are, instead of, we'll just add some more salt to it. Add some more butter to it, because that's easy to do, because it tastes good. There's a reason we like it. You know, fried chicken tastes really good. Boiled chicken, not so much. But that really is kind of the challenge, where you have to be creative. So I would say no, it doesn't decrease your creativity, but it really helps to kind of laser focus it.
Right. I would think it would be way more challenging, because, you know, as you're saying, we can't rely on. We can't rely on butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, bourbon, the 5 food groups of the VooDoo chef. And I wholeheartedly believe in those 5 food groups. And just so you know, JJ, all my numbers are in line. Checked out. Yeah. I do need to find out your diet, because, dude. Talking about that food though, your ideal hamburger, spot on. You know, I get privy to all these questions, and all these things you answer for me, and this will tell you how stupid I am and where I hold you in my thought of you. Because I'm reading this, I'm like, onion burger thin and lacy dark with almost burnt onions. And then you called out a cheese, and you didn't just call out a cheese. You capitalized the first letter of the cheese. And I'm an auditory guy. Reading things does absolutely nothing for me. So the first time I read it, I'm like, fuck, let me look this up. Right? Because I'm just reading it. And then somebody called me and I went away. And then again tonight, I pull it up and I go, oh, fuck, I never looked that up. And I'm reading it. I'm going, onion burger, thin, lacy, dark, almost burnt onions with American cheese. And I'm like, American cheese, that motherfucker. American cheese. I had to say it out loud so I heard it. American nostalgia, the only cheese you should be putting on a burger. Dude.
Oh, most definitely. Well, it's the cheese that melts like no other, because it is like no other. It is a wonderful melting cheese. All that sodium citrate does wonders for your heart, so it's good stuff. But a burger,
it keeps you in business.
It does. It's the circle of life. You know, we bring them through the cafe. We help get them on the French fries and chicken wings. And if they need to stop and chase it with a Lipitor, go right ahead.
First of all, they started with Ozempic, and then they came. Dude, tell me how you the thin lacy with dark, almost burnt onions. Thin and lacy. Are you describing the onions, or are you describing a super smash patty like you would get at Tower 10 Burgers?
Correct. Yes, like a really thin burger. You know, so thin you can cook it on one side. Just a fantastic kind of little bite of heaven. Kind of like a Krispy Kreme. If it's hot enough and quick enough, you don't even need to chew.
Dude, JJ just went up 3 more points. Mark that on the note page. Have you had a Tower 10 burger?
No, I haven't. I did go. It sounds great though.
You have to check them out. I am definitely a fan. Patrick's not. I had another burger that was very similar to that. I can't remember where I had it because I eat a ton of fucking hamburgers. That is one of my favorite things on the planet. Back to bar food. It's gonna take us to a couple things. Ed doesn't eat onions, so he would not eat your hamburger.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Yeah.
He'll substitute with olives.
Oh shit. I'm still on the olives thing. I swear. Never gonna live that one down.
Well, dude, they suck, man. They're horrible. Second time I've had that conversation today. JJ, your dream job, are you in it?
I certainly think so. Definitely, as I've come up through this industry, I kind of fell in love with leading teams. Doing things myself is good and great, but leading teams is so much more rewarding when you can empower others and see them develop and grow. I'm certainly, as you guys here have seen, people either come underneath and then grow and succeed and move on. What a phenomenal feeling to have that kind of a life-changing impact on someone.
You ever think about here goes the selfless recruitment. Do you ever think about giving back and leading teams on a different scale and moving into the education world? Because you have such an impact on your team. I could see where you could be quite impactful.
Definitely, education, leading others, training and mentoring is all of what I do now every day.
Right.
And, tomorrow's not written, so we have to see what happens.
And it's not your path, so who knows? Maybe someday, maybe our paths met a long time ago for a certain reason. How long ago? Here's where a couple weeks ago I had 2 people on the podcast, and I'm like, dude, it's great to finally meet you. And the dude says, yeah, we met about 6 months ago. And I'm like, fuck. Next guy on, I'm like, dude, so good to fucking finally meet you. And it's quiet. And I go, I met you before, didn't I? He goes, twice. I'm like, God damn it. So I suck with shit like that. When did you and I meet for the first time? Was it at the school? At a guest presentation?
I think the original time was probably around 2006.
Because I asked you
when
that.
when you were at Chamberlain. Many, many moons ago. Feels like almost a lifetime ago.
That's a long time ago, dude.
Yeah, and then look down, look up, and then here we are in 2025.
So what was the interact? What was the meet in 2006?
Damn.
I mean, I was only there for 4 years. How were we introduced? It was through Leanne Lester now, because I remember this conversation.
Correct. Yes. So that was, I had just moved to Tampa and was, coming up through the industry. What do I want to do? And I thought about getting into education back then. That wasn't in the cards at the time, and but that's where we met. And toured your facility, talked to you, and saw the kind of good stuff that had going on there. And
what he really meant you were
went our separate ways. Then we went our separate ways, and I continued doing what I did, and then our paths crossed again.
Well, we'll have an adult beverage one day, and we'll reminisce about those times. Great times. That's when I met Big Eddie C. Way back when. Dude, I'm glad our paths crossed again, and I'm glad we're getting the opportunity to hang out and chat. because I really am impressed with all the things you're doing. Because, like I said, dude, your team alone, and I think that's a good way to measure people. You know, your team spoke highly of you, and again, just the way they carry themselves, the way they act, top notch. And as much as I'm just like building you up here, saying all these good things, I got to dog you a little bit. I mean,
Go right ahead.
because, you know, what I like to do is play guitar, and, you know, I like to think the louder I play, the better I sound. And of course, the more Jack I drink, the way better I sound. Are you drinking while you're gardening? Because you say you like to garden, but you say you're unsuccessful at it.
No, I just don't know if it's the Florida sand or if I just run a really tight gauntlet, because everything in my yard has to kind of earn its keep. Not really anything gets babied too much at all. But it gets me out of the house, gets some fresh air on me, you know, gets the hands a little bit dirty. It's a good hobby that I've really found very therapeutic. I never thought I would fall into it, but you know, here I am. I was picking muscadines from my front yard just last week, so I had grapes coming in, and it's kind of some crazy stuff.
That's very cool. What now? How were they? We had done grapes for a minute, and the first batch that came in sucked. But after we got the third and fourth, they started to get sweet, and it's really cool when you start getting that to happen. What was your experience with the flavors?
They were good. They were good. You're right. I picked them. I picked a few too early, and they were really tart, really full of tannins. Kind of made you, you know, suck your cheeks in. But it's definitely not a table grape, so it's, you know, not something you find everywhere. It has a few seeds in it, but hopefully I can make a good couple batches of jelly with it, and it'll be good on some biscuits. And hey, that's a great breakfast.
Right.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
now, are you direct in the ground, or are you doing like some hydroponics or some stuff?
No, this is direct in the ground, and like I said, it just has to kind of fight for its place in the existence of my world. And I don't know if that was a little bit of tough love that helped them grow well, but they did a good job. I was very impressed with
Or
it.
is that why they paid you back with that?
Yeah, maybe.
They're like, we'll show you, dude. We about that time we met, we started doing some hydroponics out back in the garden where at Chamberlain, and we had some good success with it. But like anything, like you say, it takes a lot of time, and you find yourself becoming a gardener. And then in my world, we became more of gardeners than we were culinary educators, and you lose sight of what you're really supposed to be doing. So something had to give, and as fun as it was, unfortunately, that's what had to give in our world out there. So when you said unsuccessful, you took me back to a time. It is great therapy, and it is nice to see something that you grow and then gets to become part of you. And I think that's the biggest reward. What's the best thing?
Definitely. I know it's a cliche answer, but really a fresh tomato. You know, a tomato that is right off the vine, still kissed from the sun. You know, slice it into a sandwich, a little bit of mayonnaise, salt, and pepper, nothing fancy, but just the amount of flavors that can exist in something that very few people get to enjoy because of how commercial food preparation, commercial food service has dynamically shifted how we as consumers eat. Not to get on another soapbox, but it really is amazing about what people think about the food chain, what people know about the food chain, and how disconnected we are for the sake of the biggest question of all: can it ship? Can we put it in a box truck and send it halfway across the world and still make money?
Yep.
Nobody said anything about flavor. Nobody said anything about nutrition. It was, does it grow quick? Does it grow cheap? And can we send it far?
And you know, technology is something that we look at as a benefit for our industry, but we do sacrifice, and people lose that. People lose that, and that's sad. And you're right. I remember coming up, just a little kid, when I wouldn't even touch a tomato. Mom used to take a tomato fresh and just put a little salt on it and eat it like an apple. And I was like, that's just absolutely disgusting. But if you could have seen the amount of tomatoes I consumed tonight at dinner, you would have been like, dude, you're disgusting. But there's nothing like a fresh tomato. And when you get that, it's like, damn. What's your favorite tomato?
Probably a black crim. So it's a dark purple tomato, has a really burgundy, almost a indigo skin, almost a little bit of a salty undertone.
Right.
And it is a lot of the very high glutamic acid content. So it's super savory.
And where do we find this? Where do you find it?
Usually I get most of my seeds from either Southern Exposure
I
or
knew you were
Baker
gonna say
Creek, whatever that one is, Baker Creek Farms, whatever it's called.
I knew you were going to say you grew it. And that's not helping me at all because you have me wanting to try this tomato.
I don't know. Refrigerator tomatoes grocery store tomatoes, they had to get there somehow. So they had to pick them early. They have to get them. They have to, stop developing flavor. And I mean,
do you have any of these tomatoes in your possession at the current time?
Unfortunately, no.
Because
the summer heat kind of kicked my butt. I'm sure if I get some in the ground, I can probably have them by the middle of February.
Right.
But that's the great thing living here in Florida. We can do stuff like that.
Right. You keep saying Florida. Are you a Florida man?
I am. I was born in Jacksonville, and I've slowly worked my way south. I lived in Gainesville for a while, Ocala for a while, now here in Tampa. I hope I don't keep going south as I get older. I'm good where I'm at. But yeah, I've been in Florida my entire life.
Isn't Tampa just an amazing place?
It is certainly without description. You are correct.
I don't know how to take that, but I'm just going to take it. We got Steve Brown checking in. What's going on, Steve? Thanks for checking in tonight. We're here with JJ from St. Joseph, running probably one of the largest food service operations out there. And this is the number that is staggering. And I held on to this because I want people to really listen to what we do. I remember, and I'm old, we got to go all the way back to the 90s to when I was full-time, at a pretty well-known restaurant here in town. I remember, we did Sunday brunch. If we did 11, 12, creep up around 15, we were having a great Sunday brunch, but that was and I'm talking 100, that was Mother's Day. That was, the holidays. On a normal Friday, 300 was a great number, right? 300 covers. How many covers are you doing out there on a daily basis at St. Joseph?
On a daily basis, we probably send out right around 5,000 separate meals. It is certainly one of those when people say, oh my gosh, you guys are a busy place. You say, you're right. But a lot of that is, like you said, about having a great team that can work together, that everybody can kind of fill their part, do their role, and really own it. But yeah, we have a lot of moving parts, a lot of things that have to happen in the moment, and it's only through that concentrated effort that we're successful.
Dude, sharing the praise, gotta love it. I was at an event where I'm very fortunate. I don't try to hide that at all. We're doing an event where I get to stand out front and go, hey, look at me. And then in the back, we got people slaving away to make 40 plates to come out and make me look good. So I put my plate up, and then normally the food just walks in the door. And I'm like, did I finish early? Which is usually the case. And I say, you know what? I'm going to go in the back and see where we're at. So I walk in the back, and I got Johnny B with me that night from 102.5 The Bone. And Johnny's just excited to be in the kitchen, right? And we're in the kitchen, and Johnny's just standing there with excitement, watching everything. All the plates are on the table, and they're going and they're dropping the sauce and then the protein. And you hear the chef in the back yell, hands, ready for everybody to pick it up. And then here comes, I'm not going to mention his name, well-known chef here in Tampa who is overseeing this kitchen, and he's like, wait. And to hear Johnny B tell this story, it's awesome. Literally picks up the chopped cilantro and sprinkles some on the plates and goes, okay, now it can go. And it's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Right? And Johnny B's like, dude, it was like on TV. It was just, and Johnny B thought it was awesome. And I'm like, dude, you're an arrogant prick, right? In the commercial sector, that's the gauge. The EC is saying they can go now.
Yeah.
In your sector, how many checks and balances in those 5,000? And we're doing 40. You know, one party, 40 meals. You're doing 5,000. How many different sets of checks and balances hit that plate before it makes its way out the door?
Oh, definitely. So like for our patient care population, which is the ones that need all of those strict checks and balances, each plate and tray is seen by at least 4 separate eyes that can stop a tray in its tracks at any moment.
No, I'm gonna be the asshole.
Yep.
2 people, 4 sets of eyes. So 4 people touch it before.
Four people. Yeah. Four people. Eight eyeballs. That can stop it. And I mean, with us, it really is very easy. If it's not on the ticket, it doesn't go on there. No matter what it is, what it isn't, it is down to the serving size, the number of ounces, the plate location, the tray top setup, how it looks on the plate. Any of those are concrete, valid, and legitimate reasons that we get remakes. Of course, we want those to be as few as possible, but that's for our patient care. Yeah.
How many? Because it would you say you have out of those 5,000?
Well, about 2,000 of those are patient trays, and we try and keep it to less than 15 a day. So probably right around, what would that be, like less than 6%?
Yeah,
that need to be retouched for whatever reason. The bulk in the number of our feeding for our regular customers, that's just us grabbing lunch.
Right.
The checks and balances are still there for quality, but out there we can add the salt, we can add the butter, we can deep fry it, we can add all the ranch we want to add, and all that's fine and good to go.
It ain't nothing better than BRE. Ranch? I don't know about ranch. BRE? I'm gonna have to set you up with some BRE, JJ. Maybe I drop off a care package one day this week so you can play with some VooDoo. Because once you have BRE, you're never going to use that word ranch again. You'll always. You talk about I'm going to tell you, normally I would have run like 5 or 6 fucking commercials. Already talked about the final 5. We're already into trivia time. I don't give a shit because I'm interested. On those, the main service line. Again, old, shallow as fuck. If you were to come to our place back in the day, if you wanted salad bar, you went to fucking Golden Corral, you went to Ponderosa.
Yeah.
You didn't see salad bars like you see in the hospital cafeteria. You didn't see salad bars like you see at Whole Foods. Right now, they're like fucking the real deal. What's the matrix of how you figure out price per pound? And this is going to be way over most people's head, but I'm okay with that. But this is about me right now.
No, it certainly is really tough. In our environment, it really is gauging our consumer and what we want them to take and what they really take. A lot of it is crystal ball work, that kind of gut check guess and looking at it. There are some items that we would love to put out there, but we can't. We are a very economical option for a lot of our customers.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, the high dollar items are either reserved for very select events or very select avenues of presentation, or they're just not part of our reality. And for many of our customers, I think they understand that you can't have steak and caviar on a hot dog budget. Like, it just doesn't happen that way. But it really is the price per pound. You got to factor all of it in. A lot of it's math. I hate to break it to anybody that doesn't like math, but a lot of it's math. as you're looking at your edible portions, your as purchased, what's your yields. It definitely is kind of the unfun Excel spreadsheet time, but that's where it is nickels and pennies, and those make the biggest difference.
Right? Oh my God. Dude, I couldn't ask for fucking better pull-outs, clips that we can cut out of this just to take back to the school and say, see, fuck you, right there. Right there, he said it. You not listening? Because it is true. You know, you make your money on the front end, first in your purchasing, second by controlling everything and pricing it right, and then controlling it. And people are so lost in that. You know, people just want to create. And but this is the best. I actually was hired by a guy one time. I got the cheapest prices in town. That's great. How'd you come up with those prices? Well, I drove around to every restaurant who's in my demographic, and my prices are the cheapest. Okay, but what did you base this off of? What food are you buying? Well, that's why I hired you. Well, fuck off.
Oh man,
Right?
that's not something you want to be part of. That is a tough thing. You can only be the best. You can never be the cheapest.
Dude, that was tough, bro. That was a tough one. Dude, I want to ask you our favorite five, just to now I know you did a questionnaire, but we do have our favorite five.
Okay.
So we're going to ask you those, and then unfortunately, I'm going to have to try and win in trivia. If anybody wants to join us in Trivia Fleener, we'll put the link out there right now. Start jumping into the green room, so we can get you in here to play some trivia, and we'll play against JJ and just have some fun. I have no idea what the topic is. I never know. Patrick is the keeper of the trivia. We'll get to that in a second. We'll fly through our favorite five and then jump into some trivia because we do have a hard 10 o'clock out. First question, what's your favorite sound? The tomato coming off the vine.
I would say an afternoon rainstorm, like a summer afternoon rainstorm.
And that doesn't happen here in Tampa that often.
Never.
So that's a new one, but that is very amazing, especially here in town. I'm curious to this next one, and I'm usually surprised, but I think you're really going to surprise me. What's your favorite cuss word?
I try not to.
I know that was exactly the answer I thought I would get. I tried.
I think one that is beautiful, but probably doesn't get said a lot, is twat waffle.
I'm going to tell you that's 100% new to me. That's 100% new to me because I just would have gone straight to the C word.
Which one?
not with the Y because that's cool.
Oh, okay, sure.
With the Y, that's hip and trendy now. I don't use that one. Matter of fact, I use that as a non-example, and you know that. You're being a C, and I don't mean with the Y. I mean you're being a C. Stop. But I try not to cuss too, just so you know. Now I'm all thrown off there, buddy. Twat waffle. That's some shit you would say.
Probably, yeah. I think I've
Especially
seen that somewhere.
a couple of those 9%ers.
Yeah, something I'd say after a couple of Florida bands. Exactly.
This has gotten people exited from the podcast. I say every week, but for some reason I don't think we're going to throw you off. I think you're pretty cool.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Good man. Good man. This one has gotten somebody just like gone. He's not. We don't not even allowed to say his name. He's Voldemort to us. To what temperature do you cook your steak?
What kind of steak?
You pick. You tell me.
Goodbye.
What's your favorite steak?
I would probably say a New York strip to 135 to 138.
We'll take it. We'll take it. You didn't say well done, and you didn't say filet well done. Yeah, that asshole's just, I don't even know where he's at anymore, nor do I care. He's probably taking some honey baked ham, putting barbecue sauce on it, and calling it a Pittsburgh sandwich, and I'm okay with that. All right. What's your death row meal, buddy?
BLT on crispy sourdough with a fried egg, with a
What's
good
hemp-set
homegrown
egg?
tomato on it.
Fucker. What's hemp-set egg?
Sunny side up. That needs to be an ooey gooey egg.
Oh man.
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
When can I have that? Can I get that at the hospital?
We can't do the egg ooey gooey. We can't do sunny eggs. But you want it hard fried? Oh, we got you.
Is it gonna have any discoloration on it?
Yeah, we can put some crispy edges on the side. But yeah, we just can't.
I definitely don't want those. I don't want a brown butter egg. All right, before I run this, I got to tell you just real quick. I tried to look up from when we came to the hospital. I have like 12,000 photos on my phone. So I'm like, I don't even know when we were there because dates just don't exist in my brain. So I finally go, all right, let me just search St. Joseph's as a location. So I came with a picture of me in the ambulance outside St. Joseph's.
Okay.
I got a picture of me in the ER, all strapped up. I got a picture of my feet. I got a picture my wife took of me eating McDonald's with a Starbucks after they gave me drugs. And then I got a picture of a friend of mine who got rushed to the ER. She took a picture of a meal that we sent her. I'm sorry, she was in the hospital and a friend of ours was going to visit. So I sent her a big old plate of VooDoo food. And those are the only pictures I got. So I have no pictures from when we were out there. And I really wanted to share. So I'd like to have you back on at some point, but I'd like to come out and like take some candid shots and let everybody see the amazing facility that you run. So I hope we can, one, have you back on real soon. You notice how I'm asking before trivia. And two, get some photos so we could share everybody with the amazingness.
Oh, we are glad to be part of the community, and I look forward to that. It really is why we do what we do.
Mr. Politically Correct. I hope you lose a little bit of that because you know what time it is now, right?
It's time for you to lose, so it's good.
1, 2, 3, time to play VooDoo Games. Let's seize the day. Contestants ready, stand up tall, get ready to face the VooDoo Chef's call. Guitars raging, drums pound loud, and the stage show will make you proud. Guess the answer, show your might, bring the fire, shine so bright. VooDoo Games, here we go. Take a chance, give it a throw. VooDoo Games, show what you got. Beat the chef, give it all you got. VooDoo Games, here we go. Take a chance, give it a throw. VooDoo Games, show what you got. Beat the chef, give it all you've got.
All right, real quick, everybody, you know the rules. It's real simple. Patrick's going to read a question. Hopefully, we'll have a topic. Sometimes it's general. We'll find out in a minute. If you know the answer, simply shout out your own name. It's the only thing that will be recognized. Patrick will call upon whomever he hears first. If you know the answer, you receive 1 point. If you get it wrong, no harm, no foul. Everybody else will have a chance to answer the question. If you get it right, you get 1 point. You get it wrong, no harm, no foul. We continue until everybody is exhausted. Person with the most points at the end of the game wins. And if you win tonight, you'll have your name entered into a drawing where you could be selected the winner of a prize that might be named at a later date. Ed?
There's the prize.
There is no prize. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. So
Over to you.
all right, so for tonight's general knowledge trivia, a little bit of everything on the board. All right,
Got
so
it.
with question number 1, what is the only fruit that has its seeds on the outside?
JJ,
JJ,
strawberries.
strawberries, correct.
Damn.
It's that delay and echo in my mic. I know that's what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right,
Shenanigans.
question number 2. Which animal is known as the ship of the desert?
The what of the desert?
Ship. Of the
JJ.
desert. JJ.
A camel.
Camel.
Frontier's been out in my neighborhood today. I don't really know what's going on. Glenn is 2 for 2 in the chat room as well, but for some reason I think he might be coming in shortly after JJ. And of course, Glenn, our good pal, Glenn, 3 kids over at St. Joe's, and he's giving you mad props, JJ.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, hopefully that broke the confidence and squashed the momentum.
Reverse psychology.
I'm a little afraid tonight. Ed, help out, brother.
Right. All right. Question number 3. In what country did the Olympic Games originate?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Greece.
All right, on the board. Question 4. What is the hardest natural substance on
VooDoo.
Earth?
Ed.
VooDoo.
Diamond.
Gotta make sure JJ's mic is still on. All right. Get
Wait,
quiet all of a sudden.
Glenn just said
It's like, did I fuck with it?
Glenn just said Greece. He's a little behind. Pick up, Glenn. Come on, buddy.
It takes a second to type. There's diamonds, eh? All right. Question number 5. Which Disney movie features the song Under the Sea?
VooDoo.
Little
Mermaid.
Falling away here. 3 points, VooDoo.
Things like that. I'm nervous tonight. JJ's paying attention, not like everybody else.
All right. Question 6. I'm sorry. Do I have time here?
Oh, don't be pulling up baseball questions.
No. It's not baseball. I promise, not baseball. This one here is going to help with the question. I'm here now. All right. Here we go.
VooDoo.
Okay, VooDoo.
Colonel Sanders.
That is who this is, but that wasn't in the question. So now. Okay. All right. So to actually read the question now. The man pictured here is known for saying it's finger licking good. Ed.
KFC.
It is KFC, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. All right, so JJ, I'm going to finish reading the question. So it's all points, all yours. He's known for saying it's finger looking good. Part of the thing, though, is he talks about how many herbs and spices are in the secret recipe. How many herbs and spices are in that recipe?
13.
11.
Nah,
JJ, 11.
11. Point for JJ. Amazing what happens when you let me finish reading the questions.
Yeah, I wonder where you learned that from.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, tie game here. 3 points, JJ. 3 points, VooDoo. Question number 7. Question 7. Yep. Who voices the character Woody in Toy Story?
JJ.
VooDoo.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Question number 8. What color is an airplane's black box?
Ed. It's black.
It is not.
VooDoo. Greg.
It is not. JJ, take a guess.
Bright yellow.
You are so close. Almost want to give you a point. Bright orange, but that way they can find it easily. It's kind of hard to find a black box in there. It's a bright
black box in an airplane.
Right. What color is it? It's called a black box, but it's really bright orange, so they see it, and when the plane moves down.
Again? I'm just curious. Can you read the question again?
Sure. What color is an airplane's black box? Bright orange.
I could have made a lot of fucking jokes about that one too.
I'm sure. Question number 9. Still got a tie here. I got 4 point VooDoo, 4 point JJ. What is the national animal of Scotland?
JJ.
Unicorn. That's it.
It's not even a fucking animal.
In Scotland, it is.
It is in Scotland.
I'm just going to concede right the fuck now because he's asking like bullshit questions.
All right. Question number 10 here. In which board game do players try to reach King Candy's castle? VooDoo.
Candyland.
All right, so it's going to come down to the tiebreaker here. We got 5 points VooDoo, 5 points JJ with the last question of the night. Which singer is known as the Queen of Pop? VooDoo.
Aretha Franklin.
Not correct. JJ.
Aretha's the queen of soul.
Mariah Carey.
Not correct. The answer I was actually looking for was Madonna. We're still got a tie. So I don't know. I mean, out of questions, but what I could do is think of a number between 1 and 10, closest to the number in my head. Without going over
that's
wins.
a trivia question.
I don't know.
JJ, I
I don't know what to do here. I didn't think I was going to go this far.
So here's what we do, JJ. We got to get you back in here to settle it. How about that?
Okay, that sounds like I got to come back for a rematch. That sounds great.
Yep.
But I'd love to have you back because I absolutely love learning about what you are and who you are. Because you know, I know I freak you out, but dude, I think you're a super cool dude. And I'm super stoked about what you're doing for the community. And probably that's what excites me most because I'm all about the community. And you're doing amazing things and people need to know about that and learn about that and hear about that. And I'm happy to be part of that voice to share what you're doing, brother.
Well, thanks for having me on today. It was a fantastic time.
And if you want to meet JJ face to face, I believe you're slated to be one of our judges out at Pig Jig on the 18th of October. Am I correct on that?
Unfortunately, no. I have to go be a dad. I am so sorry that I won't be able to.
You know what? That's the most important job that any one of us had. So I'm very proud about that you're doing that. That's a great
But
thing.
for those that can make it, go. It is a fantastic event.
But unfortunately, you're going to have to wait to meet JJ at the next VooDoo event, which I hope we'll get you
absolutely.
At. And more importantly, we're going to have you right back here real soon. JJ, thanks, man. Really, really love what you're doing, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It was a pleasure.
Yep.
Hey, peace and love, everybody. Till next time.
What's going on, Voodies? It's your boy, Johnny B. What's going on, Voodies? It's your boy, Johnny B.
All right, how about this one?